位听众好 ，It's a Conspiracy 是艾伯塔省播客网之中一个本地创造、本地社群支持的节目。如想熟悉像 Repodcasting 一样的别的精彩节目，请上艾伯塔省播客网站 albertapodcastnetwork.com 能下载得到。大家春节快乐，恭喜发财，万事如意。
Recording.
Okay. We're recording. Is that why you needed him to hit record? You felt that?
Yes, I did.
Bubbling up. Wow. It's been a while. So, Season 3, Episode 14, Better Than Martians. This is our Chinese New Year special.
I just double-checked. This is Episode 14. We're good.
All right.
Go.
Welcome back, everyone, to It's Conspiracy. This is the podcast to relay out the beliefs behind selected conspiracy theories, alternative accounts, legends, myths, and more. I'm your host, Andrew, and I do not claim to be an expert on anything we're going to discuss today, and will probably be wrong about everything as usual, because I just got glasses, and my brain is doing that weird thing that happens when you get glasses. Anyone who's not been wearing glasses ever or for a long time or whatever, and they put glasses on, yeah, your brain does this weird thing where it gets used to it. I tell myself it's an example of neuroplasticity, but if you asked me to explain what neuroplasticity is, I would have to look it up on the goggles. I mean, the Googles. The Googles. Okay. So every time I make a glasses joke, I'm going to put my Googles on.
That's right. Full Googles.
That reminds me, my grandfather, he was born in 1899. He grew up in coal mines. He came to Alberta for farming in a small area called the Bolt, just outside of Grand Prairie. He raised a family, and he never needed glasses. He just drank straight from the bottle.
Cheers.
Oh, glasses. Pick up whatever leafy greens we're going to export today, then please check out the resources in the episode description. Charlie fumbles around in the dark, scrambling for those, and why? Because we took his glasses. He said he's seen enough. Anywho, we're a proud member of the Alberta Podcast Network, A-Team. Okay, all right. I don't think there's any glasses joke, but that's
Is that? Oh, man, Andrew, you're really.
Sorry, the glasses joke here.
Andrew, you're really making a spectacle of this episode, bud.
If you want to check out our,
if only I could get you to focus on one thing at once.
Yeah, I know it's all right though, because he framed it really well.
Thank you very much. Yes, I did. If you'd like to see our website at itsaconspiracypodcast.com, our Twitter at Is It a Conspiracy, that's run by the Irish Madman, our Facebook group, the Instagram page, It's Conspiracy Podcast, that's run by Greg, our email, and our Patreon page, patreon.com/It's a Conspiracy. Conspiracy.
Hey.
All right. Righty then. Joining the online distance communication time today is Charming Charlie and the triumphant return of Gorgeous Greg. These crisp, pixelated images will interject as they see fit, and I do appreciate their digital distance company. Adventures are always better with friends and joy in your hearts and eyes, so you can see. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Charlie, my Mandarin is extremely limited, but I think yes is pronounced she, and no is pronounced mayo, which I think sounds like mayo, like mayo. Hold the mayo.
Yeah.
So with a she or a mayo, can you tell me if you've heard of any of these following theories? Number 1, 10 fun facts about Chinese New Year.
Mayo.
A monster of the week with Charlie Scream.
She.
5 don'ts to not do on Chinese New Year.
That's confusing. Mayo.
Okay. Subject number 1, 10 fun facts about Chinese New Year. Oh, okay. Chinese New Year, February 12th this year. This is the year of the ox. This incredible celebration is the most important holiday in Chinese culture and celebrated by an astonishing 20% of the world. All right. So, number one, due to the time of year, it is commonly referred to as the Spring Festival, a 15-day festival which marks the end of the cold times and the beginning of the warm times. Not just in our heart, but temperature-wise. Temperature.
Right.
Okay. Number two. It changes times every year because it is based on the lunar calendar. That crazy moon is all over the place and you never know when it'll make up its mind. This goes to the extent that many people in China celebrate their birthday according to the lunar calendar, which means their birthdays are in the same basic area, but also on a different calendar day from year to year. That's not everybody, but some people do that.
You know what? That's lunacy.
I think lunacy comes from like someone looking at the moon.
Get out of here, moon!
I think so.
Quit
Take
staring
that
at me.
moonery elsewhere. Most cultural dates in Western culture are based on the Gregorian or solar calendar. So we have Greg to thank for the solar calendar.
You're welcome.
But
And we celebrate Greg.
Yeah, I do what I can for the people.
Yeah. There was a monster named Nian. I hope I'm saying that right. Probably not. Who would hide in your... Oh, this is number 4. Who would hide in your home around the end of winter. One day, years and years ago, a brave young boy, probably named Greg, scared him off with firecrackers. And those firecrackers became an integral part of the New Year's celebrations. Paper money and printed gold bars are also burned on the evening.
I'm really sorry, my
No, that's fine. The cat's just hanging out having a great time. Charlie, you going to be okay if the cat's on there? You're not going to...
I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Social
I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's
she's
okay.
She's looking at me like, why don't you love me? And
We got a fourth one tonight. So paper money and printed gold bars are also burned in the honor of deceased friends and family. Number 5. The celebrations cause the largest human migration in the world, as it is an integral part that people return home to their families for New Year's celebrations. The key part of this is the New Year's Eve dinner. In China, this has set off a legitimate panic for train tickets, and it is almost impossible to get anything if you don't buy them at least 2 months in advance. Number 6, it is becoming increasingly common for single people to hire a fake boyfriend or fake girlfriend to take home for the celebrations. That'll get that nosy aunt off your case for a few hours. Probably not. I know I'm not one to criticize other cultures, and we're not really an opinion time here, but leave people alone, and certainly don't do that thing where you ask people, when are you gonna finally have kids? Just shut up and leave people alone. Yeah. Number 7, something I do encourage. Children receive lucky money in red envelopes. Yay money, yay envelopes, yay paper. This money is supposed to help transfer fortune from the elders to the kids. They can also be given between bosses and employees, coworkers and friends. With the advent of technology, digital red pockets are the trend now, and people like to send one into group chats and watch their friends fight for the money. This is called, King Hong Bao. I really hope I'm saying that right. Or literally, snatching the red pockets. Now, red is extra important as it is the color that scared away that frightening beast, Nian, and it is the base color of the holiday. Go red or go home. That's what they say. Yeah. The traditional meal for New Year's Eve is dumplings, more like yumplings. Hey?
I love dumplings.
That's so good, man. Other popular dishes are a glutinous rice soup and egg rolls. All of this is making me super hungry. A very popular dessert is something called fa gao, which is a lovely hybrid of sponge cakes and muffins. These are dyed fancy colors, and the name literally translates to a pun on getting rich. So you can eat the sponge cake muffins and feel like you're getting wealthy. Yeah. That sounds good, eh?
Yum.
This is number 9. Chinese New Year is celebrated all over the world. It's huge. So many people, so many dumplings. More like yumplings, hey? An interesting statistic is that 1 out of every 5 people in the world is Chinese. There are families and communities in every country in the world celebrating this, and a version of some kind may be happening in your neck of the woods. London, San Francisco, and Sydney all claim to have the biggest celebrations outside of China, with millions and millions of people attending in normal pre-pandemic times. And the events feature parades, lion dances, lantern statues, fireworks, and some great food, like dumplings. More like Yumplings, though. Oh, okay. All right. I'll stop with the Yumplings bit here. So, number 10, as Charlie and Greg have no doubt mentioned by this point, I don't think you guys mentioned it. There is a unique feature that sets each year apart from the others. Each celebration has a different zodiac animal. A zodiac animal, you're either a rat, an ox, a tiger, rabbit, dragon, snake, horse, goat, monkey, rooster, dog, or a pig. There are 12 in total, and it goes through a rotation. This is the year of the ox. All right, now we're going to bleep these out just to keep things mysterious, but I was born in so I'm a sheep, although I prefer the term ram. Charlie, what years were you born in?
Only
81.
1 year.
Okay, here we go.
I was only born one time so far. Can I say, I believe I might be a rooster?
Okay, so zodiac signs.
I think if I had to guess, I believe I might be a rooster.
A rooster, you say?
19. Look it up.
Is it because you ate Chinese food at a place one day?
I would have peered over the placemats many a time.
Yeah, and I did too, because that's how I live.
Charlie is a year of the rooster.
Yeah, I knew it.
Okay, all right.
So
Now-
I was born in the year of the sheep, and I am an Aries.
So you're a sheep as well. Okay, well, it says
Ram.
here that 2004 was year of the monkey. Greg, so are you sure about this?
The year I was actually born, it has been confirmed through every other episode. Admission of some sort
Funny.
that I cannot contest because it sounds exactly like me.
There we go. So we're both sheep. Just a couple of sheeple.
Hey guys, it's not bad.
It's not. I love it.
And that's 10
And I
fun
love
facts
dumplings.
about Chinese New Year.
Boom.
So, Greg, what are we drinking here?
What are we drinking?
What are you?
I'm drinking some
slurping on?
some fuzzy water.
What are we drinking?
Yeah, it's easier when I punch it in for that one because that's okay.
It's been so long.
The last little while we've been doing what were we drinking because it was like it's Sunday and we're all So sorry, what you're
we all
drinking?
just woke up and I'm drinking some fuzzy water.
Fuzzy water.
You know what I'm gonna do for my birthday is I'm gonna buy myself a one of those fuzzy water makers, whatever they call it.
Ooh, Soda Stream.
Yeah, but you gotta bleep that out because they don't sponsor us.
But I'd like them to, so we'll leave it in.
Yeah,
That one's for free, Soda Stream.
there you go. That's your one and only Soda Stream.
Get at us for the next one.
Charlie, what are you?
Sign
what are we
the
drinking?
check.
Well, sir, I just happen to have a lovely glass of the end of my current bottle of Bullet Bourbon. Now, this is a bittersweet glass of bourbon because it's the last glass of the What Are We Testing spoils. So that means that it needs to be replaced pretty soon.
Yeah.
Gentlemen?
Well,
Rick and I were talking about this earlier. So your Swanson victory is a little sus. Just a
ooh, I did not say such.
Victories.
I did say nothing.
yeah. Anywho, yeah.
I said
you'll
I
get- You'll get your
respected.
bottle.
I said I respected the Swanson win.
Yeah.
That was a decent rib
Come on, guys. We playing the game.
product.
You got to show up to play the game. I just played the game correctly. And I mean, you know what? When it boils down to it, at the end of the day,
I'm your friend.
Well, that's gonna take us to ad number one.
wait, Andrew, what are you drinking?
Oh, I'm not drinking anything. I haven't drank. It's a work night, man.
Yeah, I thought we could skip me today because
No, I don't have anything. I'm drinking. I'm being super boring. I got a glass of water, and I'll be hopefully in bed within 30 minutes.
I'm the
you
only one.
could have said like 3 trillion ions of H2O.
I could have done the H2O gag. Yeah, I could have. Anyways, this is ad number one.
With Pod Power, our sponsors are making it possible for us to amplify the voices of Albertans and Alberta podcasters. This episode, Edmonton Community Foundation is helping us give a Pod Power shout out to Your Forest. Your Forest is a podcast about the natural world. Hear stories about the environment, renewable resources, conservation, forestry, hunting, fishing, and more. This is a podcast for those who cannot live without the joys and wonders of all wild things. Find Your Forest wherever you get your podcasts or at yourforestpodcast.com. That's yourforestpodcast.com. Boom.
All right. Subject number 2. We've got ourselves a Charlie Scream Monster of the Week with Charlie Scream.
Monster of the Week, and you already did a monster, so it's like a double monster this week. But that's okay because my monster is different. This week, I'm talking about and I have no idea if I'm saying it correctly, but the Lake Tianchi monster.
Oh.
So this week's monster takes us to a lake, right up there, nestled, if you will, between China and North Korea, which is home to what is affectionately known as China's version of the Loch Ness Monster, the Lake Tianchi monster. Lake Tianchi, aka Heaven Lake, was created in 946 during the Tianchi eruption of the active stratovolcano Mount Paektu. It's elevated at about 7,180 feet. It's about 3.8 miles long and just over 2 miles wide. The lake is nestled within the Baekdu-daegan and Changbai mountain ranges encompassing Jilin province of China and Ryanggang province of North Korea. And I'm sorry if I've mispronounced any of those.
You've nailed it. You must have.
In this area, there have been reports of an estimated 20 monsters. So there's a lot to choose from in this area. The first appearance of the Lake Tianchi monster was in 1903 when witnesses reported that a creature that resembled a large buffalo had attacked 3 people in the water. It'd been shot 6 times and then made its daring escape back underwater. Fast forward, August 23rd, 1962, a witness said that they'd been looking through their telescope, as one does at mysterious cryptid lakes, and saw the monster chasing yet another lake monster. The witness was not alone, as more than 100 other people also reported this sighting, although it is not known if they also used telescopes, which begs the question, if they'd used telescopes, did they use their own? Or were they taking part in some sort of mountaintop telescope orgy retreat? But I digress. The monster is said to have a 1.5 meter long neck with a white ring around the bottom of his neck and a human-like head at the top. It's covered with smooth gray skin. In 2007, Chinese TV reporter Zhao Yongsheng claimed to have shot like 20 minutes of video of 6 unidentified creatures in the lake and had sent photos to the local provincial bureau. These monster pics and footage allegedly show 6 leg monsters swimming in 3 pairs, getting along quite fine and having a heck of a good time. Another showed the 6 creatures swimming closer together, leaving circular ripples on the lake surfaces. Zhao claims to have watched these fantastically finned fish finders frolicking in the lake for near an hour and a half before they popped off for a bit of brekkie around 7 in the morning.
Visuals accompanying these sounds are maybe
Swim as fast as yachts, and at times they would all disappear in the water. It was impressive to see them all acting at exactly the same pace, as if someone was giving orders, he said. Their fins, or maybe wings, were longer than their bodies. Now, is this all ancient history? Well, in October of 2020, a stunned worker captured a mysterious black object floating on the surface of Lake Tianchi. Zhao Yu, a mountain caretaker at the Changbai Mountain National Park, appeared to catch a rare glimpse of the beast on his camera. Mr. Yu zoned in on the lake and is believed to have spotted the creature. Didn't quite notice it at first, but then suddenly he saw a black dot. An unknown object. He believed it to be the creature. It had appeared and remained in sight for several minutes. Mr. Yu insisted this time was different than anything that he'd seen before, with previous sightings proving to be solved as just mere fishing boats, because he could tell what it was, and it was definitely not a boat. That's what he said. Definitely not a boat. Mr. Yu could not explain what else the potential sighting could be, as he insisted the area is out of bounds to the public. So, he saw it was hanging around on the surface for a while, and then boop, back underwater. And it was gone. Were these sightings renegade fishing boats? Free floating debris, perhaps? Or could it have been a monstrous creature of the depths? Back to you, Andy.
Oh, thank you. It is. I appreciate the visuals on this. I feel like that was, like Greg and I get the real essence of that story.
The real show.
Yeah, the real show.
Little do we know that he's selling it on the dark web for check this out.
Oh boy, yeah, Charlie. We've talked about your dark web entrepreneur projects.
It's fine.
So, subject number 3: 8 don'ts to not do on Chinese New Year. Taboos. What an interesting cultural phenomenon. We all have them, whether we're aware of them or not, and it's always fun to see what a sensitive issue is to someone else. Not to provoke or ridicule, but to understand and maybe even learn something. For example, I was going to do 5 don'ts to not do when a friend pointed out that 8 is a lucky number in China and that would be more appropriate. I've obviously since cut that person out of my life, but I appreciate what I've learned from them. Okay, number 1. So for Chinese New Year, you should avoid taking medicine. That's right. Put that medicine away on Chinese New Year. It's bad luck and you might die quick.
Is a multivitamin medicine?
Multivitamin is not a medicine. The logic is that if you take medicine on the first day of the new year, then you'll be perpetually falling ill every day for the rest of the year. So don't do it unless you need to. If so, then go right ahead. I think this one should definitely be optional. We're not in opinion time here, but don't do it or you'll die. But if you need to, go ahead. That's fine. Okay, number 2. Married women should not visit their parents. She has to stay home until the second day of the new year. If she visits them on the first day, then bad luck will befall everyone in the house and family, and they'll all suffer daily for the rest of the year. So married women, don't go see your mums or dads.
Can you call them?
Maybe you can call them. I feel like that could be a safe thing. Or FaceTime.
Nowadays, perhaps Zoom. A Zoom meeting with your fam.
Maybe if you're going to be super superstitious about it, you should just not contact them at all, not even think about them for one day. Just take a day off. But this is up to the spirits. In just
sure.
Play with that as you will.
If you're superstitious.
Number 3. You may want to put meat on your porridge, but don't. It's bad luck to put meat on your porridge on the first day of the new year. Apparently, this stems from the belief that porridge is poor people food, and it's bad luck to eat anything linking you with poverty on the first day of the new year. I like a big bowl of porridge myself. I am okay with eating meat. I don't think I've ever had meat in my porridge. You too?
Sure, toss some meatballs on there. Meatballs and porridge? Come on.
Bacon? Come on, bro.
I'm in the porridge? I've had them in the same plate, same meal, but in together?
Scrambled eggs, some bacon, and some porridge? What are you doing?
No, all in one bowl, all mixed up like a big slurry? Mm-hmm. I don't know about that.
Are you telling me you've never had steak and porridge?
Never had steak and porridge. Okay, this one will be a hard one for me. Number 4. You need to prevent children from crying. So crying children is the sound of bad luck, and the spirits are crawling around that day searching for families to attach themselves to. If they hear a crying child, they'll move in and you'll be in trouble. So if those kids get all sniffy, then just tell them to shut your bloody yap until tomorrow. Then I'll give you something to cry about. Okay, number 5. Don't you sweep, and certainly don't take out the trash or you'll die. You'll sweep out all of the good luck if you sweep, so no sweeping. Keep it in the house till the next day. That's wealth strewn about the floor, and that garbage is full of wealth too, so leave it right there. I am going to use this excuse.
What are you, a
next
raccoon?
Time it's garbage night.
Yeah, what are you, a raccoon? There's gold in them their trash cans.
A couple times my wife's been like, get that garbage outside. I'm going to be like, it's full of gold. It's full of wealth. I can't. I know that pile of recycling looks terrible and smells awful, but it's full of wealth.
It's money.
Number 6. don't break anything. Keep your possessions safe for the day, especially if you're a tradesperson, as breaking a tool is particularly bad luck. Now remember, slow is smooth and smooth is fast. Take care with those dishes.
Because they break fast.
Okay, I was thinking because dishes, New Year. I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Dope rhyme.
We'll spitball it.
We'll just go with it. Why not?
Now number 7. This sounds pointless, but you should avoid working with needles. Okay, so damn it, Charlie, put away your macrame battle cat until the second day of the new year.
That's a great idea.
And put that away and fetch me my meatless porridge. It's bad luck to sow on New Year's Day.
I don't know, man. Charlie looks more like a needlepoint type of guy.
Oh, and that's fine. Just not on New Year's Day. You want to avoid needles.
Take the day.
Macrame battle. I'm really okay. Anyways, last 8. Last but not least, here is a list of gifts that don't give. This is a list of don't to do's. So don't give
these gifts on
Don't
this
give
day.
these gifts. That's right. Okay. So clocks. No! That represents that time is ticking on all of us, and it won't be long before we're dead in the cold, cold ground. Number 2, no! Mirrors. That represents that you're vain and you're just going to stare at yourself all the time while the work piles up. Also, mirrors attract ghosts. Number 3, no! Hairbrush or makeup. This is part of the taboo that says you're not allowed to wash your hair on New Year's Day. You vain, vain person. Shame on you. Scissors. No! That classic gift for your spouse. Scissors. It represents that you're cutting the relationship. So don't. Number 5. Lastly.
No! God, please, no!
Don't. I should have done this for number 4. Anyways, number 5.
No!
Anything 4 of anything. So don't give 4 of something to anyone. Even if it's 4 nice things, don't give 4 of them. Or anything that sounds like the word for or resembles the number 4. The reason for this is the number 4 sounds like the word for death, and you don't want to give someone death for a present. Okay.
How many times have you said 4 in this last 30 seconds?
So many times.
Can we get a ding, 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 ding?
So okay, so for a quick little recap.
Sure. Here.
Just for our reference here.
I definitely don't want to give 4 pairs of scissors, 4 mirrors, anything like that.
No!
Yeah, you don't want to give scissors or mirrors, and certainly not 4 scissors.
Yeah.
Because that would be like, I'm cutting you 4 times out of my life.
That's like Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah. Anyone who disregards these taboos will be stuck with bad luck for the rest of their year and maybe the rest of their life. So don't do that. So there's 8 don'ts to not do.
Don't be that guy.
Chinese New Year. Yeah.
No!
All right, that's ad number 2.
This episode is brought to you by Park Power, your friendly local utilities provider in Alberta, offering internet, electricity, and natural gas with low rates, awesome service, and profit sharing with local charities. Park Power has low overhead, which in turn allows them to offer low, competitive rates. Reach out for a no-obligations comparison by emailing estimates at parkpower.ca. If you decide to switch, it's easy. It's really just a change to your billing, and you can feel good knowing that you're helping to give back to our communities with your utility bills. Learn more at parkpower.ca. That's parkpower.ca.
That's going to take us to opinion time. Okay, now, Charlie, what was our first theory?
Oh, a whole bunch of things about Chinese New Year's.
That sounds, yeah, okay, good. Andrew, what was our second? I cannot recollect the name of the beast that we discussed, but it was a Loch Ness-esque monster.
Let me see if I can jog your memory.
Sure.
Good? No? Did that help?
No, that's not helping anything.
No? Okay, well, how about this?
Yeah, not ringing any bells. Couldn't tell you. Yeah, no matter all of the obscene hand gestures you want to make, it's not Yeah. I can't. So what was the name of it again?
The
monster?
Lake Tianchi Monster.
Lake Tianchi Monster. Thank you very much. Okay. And that was very cool. And Greg, what was our third theory?
Was it 5 gifts you don't want to give on Chinese New Year to people?
The way we wrote it, that I think was very clear, was 8 don'ts to not do on Chinese New Year, including 5 gifts to don't give.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I thought it was 5 gifts. Like you lost me after like 6, 7.
Real clear and concise. It's going to be a real treat to put that in the title of the episode.
Chinese New Year sounds really fun. Sounds like a lot of good food. Sounds like a great way to spend time. And it's one of those things. Have you guys ever seen or been to any kind of Chinese New Year festivities?
I've not been, but I've definitely seen it before on televised.
On the television.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's funny that 20% of the world celebrates this. It's a huge celebration. And
That's a fifth.
Yeah, that's a whole lot of people.
That's a fifth of the people.
What I find odd is just like not a fifth of the people like celebrate it, but like not a lot of us do celebrate it, but we all know what sign we are that coincides with like the Chinese New Year.
We know what year we are. A lot of us do. I didn't know that I was a ram per se, but like I've definitely looked that up before. But do you think if you stopped someone in the street and you were like, according to the sort of the year, like the Chinese year system, do you think most people would be like, I'm a monkey, I'm a bloody rooster?
No,
I'm a dragon, mate.
But it's surprising. Well, we all knew. Obviously, Charlie was just trying to call himself a rooster.
Yep.
I mean, my house sigil anyways. I didn't put that connection together before, so that's
no, never. Mm-hmm. No one would do that. So.
I didn't realize it. I just thought it was cool because I'm in a country band and I like roosters.
You do?
You really have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Anywho, all right. So it is, but there's elements of it in popular culture for sure. But it's fascinating that something that's so huge, celebrated by so many people. I wish it wasn't a pandemic right now, and we could be like, here's a bunch of food we should try. Here's a thing. Let's get some friends over and talk about this. That'd be fun.
Next year. We'll get there. Don't worry.
I hope so. Next year would be great. So let's keep that meat out of my porridge just for the one day, and then the other time you can put it right back in there. Wasn't that a whole bunch of warmth? Like a little meat bit in the center of a dumpling. More like yumpling, though. Yes, it certainly was. We sure do appreciate you stopping by for a listen. And please feel free to rate, review, subscribe, tell a friend, tell your neighbor, tell your foes. Spread the good word, like the stars marking up the sign of the ram, which, as Greg and I both know, is the greatest of all these Zodiac animals. Whoa. You can check out all of our past casts and social media stuff at itsconspiracypodcast.com. And we will be back on March 5th with our next Behind the Music special with some special guests special. So happy New Year, and if you are celebrating, I hope it's safe and fun. Yay. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
新年快乐